My name is Melanie Hemry, and I am a writer for the Believer's Voice of Victory magazine. I would say the story of my life was figuring out what my destiny was, because my family was avid readers. Some families played checkers or played cards. Our family read. And we would take camping trips to Estes Park, Colorado in the summer, and every afternoon it would rain, and we would all run to the tent, and we had a bookcase full of books, and we would lay in the tent and read with the sound of the rain on the tent. And it just was so delightful to me. And I was in 7th grade when I heard a skating coach at the skating rink say, "I'm gonna go to college to be a writer." And I thought, somebody writes those books we love. So I decided right then I wanted to be a writer. Nobody in my family had gone to college. There was no money for that type of thing. So I thought, well, in high school, I can get a job and work half days and save enough money to go to college. I was very naive. And the only position they had open was as a nursing assistant in a hospital. So I took that job and I worked half days in the hospital, went to school half days, and then was offered a scholarship in nursing. I didn't know what to do. So my Sunday school teacher had taught us, if any man lack wisdom, he should ask God. So I would walk to the end of my neighborhood and climb over a fence to a field and sit down under a tree after school and say, "Lord, I don't know what to do. I want to be a writer, but I've been offered a scholarship. I need you to tell me." And after about 2 weeks, I was sitting there. Every cell of my body heard these words: "I'm calling you into nursing. In your later years, you'll write." So I took the scholarship. I went into nursing. I nursed for 20 years almost. I was supervisor of the coronary care unit at Baptist Hospital in Oklahoma City, and I loved my job. But then, when it was time, I quit my job and went back to school to learn to write. And now I'm starting over in a career where I know nothing, and I have to humble myself and be very, very teachable. And I think that's one of the things that we've all got to be teachable all of our life. And so I just, I went from making a really good salary to, I wonder if anyone's ever going to want to read what I write, So it was a process, but God had gifted me, and I had a tremendous work ethic. The first story I wrote for Guidepost, I still have 18 versions that I didn't send in my file, because I was determined to do it well, And so I started having success. I sold my first story in '86 to Guidepost, another one in '87. In '88, I won the National Guidepost Writing Contest. I was one of 5,000 entries. And then in 1989, I met the editor of the Believer's Voice of Victory, and she asked me if I wanted to write for them. I said, "Are you asking me if I want to put the faith message in print? That's my destiny. That's what I believe I was created to do." Even as a child, God was there directing my steps and leading me. And now as an adult, he was still opening those same doors. He was fulfilling things that I would have had no way to do. And so it's just been feeling complete. I don't think I could have ever fulfilled my destiny without Kenneth Copeland Ministries. I am so happy to be a part of this ministry.